Okay, so dear Matsons, I recently discovered that my daughter is bullying another child. I'm devastated. How do I help her make amends and make sure this does not happen again? Sincerely, don't be a mean girl.
Don't be a mean girl. This is hard. Usually we're thinking about our kids, being bullied and wanting to protect against that. And it's hard for a parent to recognize that their child might be the bully. And so I just want to give kudos to this parent for recognizing that, because most parents want to defend. And so I just want to start there to recognize that, yes, our kids can bully too. And so often when kids are bullying, we have to look at this analogy of the white water on a river, right? So often we look at the behaviors of kids. It's the white water on the top of a river. You can explain river better than I, but underneath there's, what is the word?
A structure that's creating the white water.
Yeah, so some kind of a circular.
Boulders, rocks.
Yeah, so we want to look underneath the water for kids. There's something going on for your daughter if she's bullying. There's anger, maybe feeling unseen, powerless, insecure in a system. Maybe there's been something that's happened in your story, maybe when she was younger, or even currently that's playing a role in that. But usually kids who are bullying are feeling really at the core insecure. So really, if we think about that, that's what you're going for. So we want to help her learn how to restore and to recognize how her behaviors are impacting other people, to make amends. And Jeff's going to talk about that. But really, the other piece is really kind of leaning in towards your daughter and getting help if you're needing extra resources. Bullying could be an opportunity to take her to counseling, but also it would be really just sitting down and getting a chance to understand, is she doing okay in your relationship as a parent? Does she need more time with you? Maybe words of affirmation, really feeling seen in your home. Maybe you got a lot of kids and she's feeling powerless and lost, and so she's taking that out at school. There's a lot of reasons why. So get curious about what's going on underneath that white water.
And when you get to that space where your child she can see how she's been impacting others in a negative way, a hurtful way, and where that comes from for her, maybe feeling insecure or angry and not having an outlet, and so she's just taking out those things in unhealthy ways on another, then you can guide and help direct and set up an environment of repair, right? So that might be then connecting with the child who was bullied by your child with their parents, and asking if there could be a meeting and an opportunity for your child, your daughter, to want to seek repair. You know, the words that we use in repair are so profound. And if you can teach your kids early to use these words, it will really set them up for success in their mature adult relationships, right? The how is what we're passionate about, integrating biblical, clinical, relational wisdom. So in that moment, right, it's so easy to say, and it is for us as adults, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry is so transactional. It doesn't mean a whole lot anymore. Better to teach your child to seek forgiveness, and especially as followers of Christ, this piece is so powerful, but it's powerful for anybody in human relationships. To ask for forgiveness. I saw that what I did when I did this impacted you this way. I'm sorry. Will you forgive me? Will you forgive me? Really places the child and any person in reality that it actually is when we've harmed someone else. We don't get to set the table and control that narrative. We need to place ourselves under the other person that we harmed and give them the opportunity to forgive us.
Yeah.
And that's powerful when that happens. And when that forgiveness does take place, if it does happen, then you can really move on, move forward. And of course, it's important to check in and connect with your child along that way so that they're not repeating. You don't want to have a chronic, will you forgive me? Will you forgive me? Will you forgive me?
And so part of the built-in is also talking with parents. So this is really important for young kids, is recognizing that us adults are teaching our kids, and not to make this an issue between us adults, but really to talk with that other parent and say, will you keep me informed and let me know if this is actually improving or not? And then that parent can be talking to their child. So that's really, how do you keep it from happening again? You build a system around, a safe community around your child. And so recognizing that some wirings actually are more tempted also to bully, just practicing, and tempted to use their power, to manipulate a group, all kinds of wirings. And so we're teaching our kids What do we do with how we're wired and who we are and the behaviors we have impact others? And then when you mess up, how do you repair?
Yeah.
So that's really at the end of the day. And if that's not working, then that's when you get someone else on the team, like a counselor or professional, who can help you understand what's really going underneath that white water.
These are great questions, and we hope that you continue just to fire away questions. There's nothing that's off the table here, and subscribe to what we're up to. And remember, you're the right parent for the job, and we're cheering you on.